Hi YouTubers, I wanted to come to talk to you about the Mandela effect according to my metaphysical and my career, which is in the psychic, one of my careers is a psychic medium. So I work with the fourth dimension, I work in the Akashic Records, and I have some history of being involved with the movement, you know, the New Age, coming out of the New Age into the New Thought, right? Into that in and through the law of attraction, but I've always been a very, very high sensitive person, okay? I'll leave all the good Mandela stuff to, I'm from the old earth, but I'll leave it all to the people that are fantastic at doing that. That's their gig, and I'm having a blast watching it, and I think it's amazing. But what I want to bring to your attention has to do with the personal effects, because not a lot of people are getting too, I don't know, nobody's really talking about the personal effects, meaning the people around you, your family, your friends, your neighbors, your coworkers. Because I work with people all over the world, and I have a constant influx of people all over the world, not to sound conceited at all, but that's just the type of service that I'm in. I'm able to see the shifts of people through the last 17 years, just kind of how they grow. Some of them have been with me a long time. And I want to speak more to do with people I've known for 15 years, because most of the people who have been with me for long periods of time, I have watched and witnessed go through some bizarre changes. And I don't mean, you know, change their diet. I mean their whole personality. And what I want to say is, I don't know if you guys have seen one of the videos on YouTube that has to do with a guy that mentioned he thought he died, or that a population died, or we were moved. I'm all in that theory, by the way. We moved. Something moved. Whether this is a different dimension, parallel universe, we moved. I know this for a fact because I'm able to, I can tell when it happened, and I can also see that the holographic effect, if you will, I'm able to understand that, and I noticed that people are adjusting to the holographic effect. At one point I thought I actually did die, and that everybody around me was a figment of my imagination. In other words, I was just in my own dreamscape. At one point, in a very short couple of days, and my friend straightened me out. But the point is, because this is it's a tough thing, and I'm not trying to prove it to you, it's a question of just perception. If you work on yourself, and you're a seeker, you're a truth seeker, I don't care if you're Christian or New Age or Islam, if you're a truth seeker and you know what's going on fundamentally, the globalists, the New Age, New World Order, all that stuff that's going on, and you have some balance and understanding of how this operates, and we do know that there's quantum computers. I mean, if you have some kind of understanding of base that you can jump off, you could have a better sense of when people do shift and what exactly is going on with your relationship to other people. So without getting too specific, because I really don't want anybody to go, you know, I don't want to be calling out friends, family, and neighbors, but I want to say that I know I changed a little bit. I got better. I improved in certain areas, and I, of course, de-evolved in certain areas I can still work on, okay? And those people, as in our lives, they witness back to us. So in other words, if I turn into a biatch for like, whatever, a couple of months, they're going to mirror back, hey, you're being a little difficult, or come on, loosen up a little bit, right? We get these feedbacks from our friends and our associates, okay? There's always a feedback loop going on. But what happens that I want to bring to your attention is, I don't know who these people are. I was in a period of a couple of years where they were all completely unpredictable to me. That's the key word, unpredictable. These are people who have hardcore, I call it programming. It's probably not very nice, but they have, you know, they're set in their ways. This is how we always do it. This is what we think. I have a lot of people in my life that are very solid people. I wonder why, okay? But that makes perfect sense, knowing that I'm this nebulous psychic, okay? I like people who are just by the book. They've always been this way. They drive a Chevy. Just very solid individuals who stay the course. It comforts me. So when they started to shift, and that's my circle, my comfort circle, okay, my security blanket, I started to kind of get panicky, and I had to check with my friend, my good friend who's very similar to me, and find out, is it me? I mean, obviously I'm growing and I'm changing and I'm getting older, but I also started to look at the data. You guys, if you want to check about your, the people around you, check the data, check your emails, go back and go through the emails and see the conversations you have with people, okay? And you'll see, this person used to be very, for instance, stuck up or very anal about things, or they used to really get on me and criticize me a lot, and they're criticizing the world. They're very kind of pessimistic people, or whatever their little hang-ups were, right? Or they like it by the book, and they like to know exactly what I'm going to call, and whatever their little hang-ups are, their personality traits, whether they drank or they partied or they didn't do anything, they were just went into zombie land, whatever that all was, it all went wacky for a while. And so do your own homework and see if you can see the changes. A lot of people may not notice this. I don't know if it's too subtle for all the guys to notice, but I definitely pick up, because again, that's my job, to pick up the subtleties. And there were too many people going through too many of these, especially like my group, that is the solid group. And so I wanted to just make clear that I think that has to do with the fact that we're quantum shifting, we're this parallel universe, or we've been moved. The truth is that most of the people that are in my circle, my solid, comfort zone people, they're all I call them 3D people. They're all 3D people. And I love them because you know what? I need that. But the people that are awake like me are way out there and, Never Land. Those people, I go and kind of watch YouTube, or I go to prayer and meditations with those people, okay? They keep me on the other side of things, very grounded there. So I just wanted to make you guys aware that the Mandela is not just about pop culture and books and movies and the Bible, which is freaky enough. That's just so freaky. Even I know The Lion and the Lamb. And I watch a ton of movies. I watch probably 4 movies a day. I'm a movie hole. Okay, I watch a lot while I'm waiting for calls. So I'm not here to debate what's right or wrong. It's not a memory problem. But what's really, really going to be hard for you guys is when you come come up against people who are not seeing this change, okay? Just like you can't sell Jesus to people, don't try to sell the Mandela to people. It'll backfire, and who cares? Is it really that important that when I go to the store and I get some cup of noodles, it's cup noodles now instead of cup of noodles? Does that really matter to people? So peace, compassion, healing is more important than shoving this down their throat and scaring them. The New World Order thing is happening on its own. People are waking up because it's so obvious. You don't have to wake people up. You can put these videos out, and when the time is right, they will, if they want to, they'll come to you. Just put the information out and relax, chill out. It's not a scary thing. They say, well, we signed up for this. There's people who signed up for this. This is kind of what they say. They meaning the people who have ancient wisdom, and the people who, like myself, have had a history of studying metaphysical subjects and wisdom and higher thought. I know I signed up for this. I remember at 5, when I was 5, I woke up and went, oh, I'm back. Oh, this isn't cool. I was not happy about it. I was really upset about it. And who do you tell when you're 5 years old that I'm back on Earth? This is not good. So I'm okay now. But thanks for listening. If you guys have any ideas about holographic people, disconnected circles of your associates, and you trying to blend in your knowledge with these people that have been supportive of you and your circle, that's kind of where my speech is at. The rest of it, like I said, you can still eat a chocolate bar, thank God. We still have decent food, air, and water that we're surviving. So for now, my interest is just keeping everybody in a loving spot, in a healing spot, in a forgiving spot, just kind of everybody stay in that zone, because we're going to need to be very collective on this stuff that happens. Okay, thank you very much for listening, and take it easy, guys. I mean take it easy. All right.